Good morning, students. Welcome to the second part of chapter 4, climate. In the last part, we have studied about the climate of Brazil, and today we are going to study about the climate of India. As we know, or you studied in the earlier classes about the climate of India, and today we are going to learn more details about the climate of India. India's climate is monsoon type, and India is if you are considering India's climate, we can understand that India's southern side or from the north to the south, the temperature is increasing. So what is the reason? The northern part of India lies above the Tropic of Cancer, and that means it lies in the temperate zone. And from the from the Tropic of Cancer to the south, it lies in the torrid zone, or it is near to the equator. So due to that, the southern part of India has more temperature. We can see that the temperature is more in the southern parts of India. And due to this reason, we can see the average temperature of India is higher throughout the year. These are the basic concepts we have to know, or you should know about the climate of India. How Tropic of Cancer is influencing India's climate, and where it is passing through. It is passing through the middle of India, and it is influencing a lot the climate of India. Now we will study the map, then you will get more idea about the climate of India.
Students, you can see the map of India. Here it is shown the annual average rainfall and temperature of India. If you are observing the index of India, you can see that the rainfall is given in millimeter, and it represents the different shades of the color, and the pink line, it is representing the temperature which is shown in degree Celsius, and the arrow mark shows the onset of monsoon winds. And we already studied that India's climate, it is monsoon type, and it is and the latitudinal location and altitude cause climatic variations, because the latitudinal locations of India and same way the altitude of the country, it causes the climatic variations. And the Indian Ocean and Himalayan ranges influence the climate and origins of monsoon, because the Indian Ocean, which lies in the southern part of country, and Himalayan ranges, which lies in the northern part of the country, influence the climate of India. And as the Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of the country, it considered to be the tropical regions. Next, we are going to study the temperature of India. And the sun rays are perpendicular up to the Tropic of Cancer, which passes through the middle of the country. As a result, average temperatures are higher throughout the year. If you are observing the map of India, you can understand that from the north to south, the temperature is increasing. In the north, if you are considering the northern part of India, the temperature is only 20 degrees Celsius. But if it is coming towards the southern side, the temperature is increasing up to the 29 degrees Celsius. So what is the reason? The reason we already learned that the Tropic of Cancer is passing through India. So the above the Tropic of Cancer, above the Tropic of Cancer, we can see that temperature is less because it lies in the temperate zone. The same way, the below Tropic of Cancer, we can see that the temperature is increasing because it lies in the torrid zone, or it is near to the equator. So due to this reason, the perpendicular sun rays are reaching into this region. Which region? Below the Tropic of Cancer. That means in the tropical regions or torrid zone. So as a result, average temperatures are higher throughout the year. Also, temperatures increase towards the south. Then during winters, the temperatures drop to minus 40 degrees Celsius in Jammu and Kashmir and parts of mountainous regions of Himalaya. In general, we can say that the climate of India is hot throughout the year. Now we are going to learn about the role of Himalayas in the climate. Very cold winds blowing from the north are obstructed by the Himalayas. Similarly, the southwest monsoons retreat from the Shivalik and Himachal ranges of the Himalayas. Now we are going to see the precipitation in India. We already learned that India receives rainfall mainly from southwest monsoon winds. Because of high temperatures in summer, low pressure areas develops in Punjab plains and the Thar desert of Rajasthan. This attracts winds coming from the high pressure region in the Indian Ocean, which start blowing towards the mainland of India. We have already studied that the wind always blow from the high pressure regions to the low pressure regions. So here high pressure region is developed in the Indian Ocean. So the wind is blowing, or the wind is attracted to the mainland of India, because in mainland of India, that means in the Punjab plains and the Thar desert of Rajasthan, in that region low pressure area develops. What is the reason low pressure area develops there? Is due to the high temperature in summer. These winds or these moisture laden winds bring rainfall. Then because of the obstruction caused by the western and eastern Ghats, it rains more in the coastal areas. The rainfall reduces in the leeward side of the hills. These winds blow parallel to the Aravallis. As a result, rainfall is low in parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Later, these winds move towards the Himalayas. Their moisture carrying capacity increases. Then, orographic type of rainfall occurs because of the natural obstruction of the Himalayas. These winds return from the Himalayan ranges and their retreating journey starts. While blowing from the northeast towards the Indian Oceans, these winds bring rainfall again to some parts of the peninsula. This is the retreating monsoon season in India. So now we are going to study the graphs which are given here. So each graph is representing the cities of Brazil. This graph shows the annual average temperature and rainfall of cities in Brazil, which are Manaus, Belém, Porto Alegre and Rio de Janeiro. While observing this map, we can understand the location of these cities. The index shows pink line which represent the maximum temperature and blue line which represent the minimum temperature. Temperature scale is given here. This scale is shown in the rainfall in millimeter. Months from January to December is shown here. If you are studying the city Manaus, we can understand it is receiving the maximum temperature in the month of August, that is 33 degree Celsius. And it is receiving less or a minimum temperature in the month of December, that is 23 degree Celsius. And Manaus is receiving more rainfall or maximum rainfall in the month of March, and it is receiving the less rainfall in the month of August. If you are studying the city Belém, the graph of city Belém, we can understand that it is receiving the more rainfall from the month January, February, March and April. And it is receiving the highest rainfall. If you are observing, we can understand that it is in the month of March. And this city is receiving more temperature in the month of June, July, August, September, and from October to November the temperature is constant, and it is receiving less temperature in the month of March. And if you are observing the city Porto Alegre, we can understand it is receiving heavy rainfall from the month June to September. And it is receiving the lowest temperature or minimum temperature we can see the month of June and July. And it is receiving the highest rainfall in the month of August and September. The maximum temperature in Porto Alegre is 30 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature it is 10 degrees Celsius. And it is receiving less amount of rainfall in the month of April. And next it is Rio de Janeiro. So while observing that one, we can understand that it is receiving more rainfall from the month of January to May, and it is reducing, and later again we can see the rainfall is increasing from the month October to December. And it is receiving minimum temperature in the month of July and a maximum temperature in the month of February. Even though these all cities are located in this Brazil, there is differences in the rainfall, temperature, and we can see the climatic differences. What is the reason for that? The reason it is, while observing the map which is given along with the graph, you can understand that some of the cities are located in the coastal regions, and another one in the north part or the south part, and again we can see the city which is located in the interior part of the Brazil. So in the same months we can observe there are different types of climate. Now we are going to discuss the graphs of India, that means the cities of India: Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai. And the locations of each cities are mentioned in the map which is given in the middle of these graphs. Same as Brazil, even though these all cities are located in India, but they have different climate. What is the reason? The reason it is the location of each cities. The location of the cities like Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai, it is differed. So this variation of the location may influence the climate of each cities. So in this graph also, the pink line is representing the maximum temperature and blue line is representing the minimum temperature. If you are observing the graph Delhi, the maximum temperature it is 41 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature it is 6 degrees Celsius. The same way, the rainfall which is receiving in Delhi, the highest rainfall it is receiving in the month of August. And if you are observing the graph of Kolkata, we can understand that it is receiving the maximum temperature that is 37 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature it is 9 degrees Celsius. And Kolkata, the city is receiving the maximum rainfall in the month of July and August. And if you are studying the graph of Mumbai, we can understand that the maximum temperature it is 34 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature it is 17 degrees Celsius. And it is receiving the highest rainfall in the month of July. Now if we are looking into the graph of Chennai, it is receiving the maximum temperature 39 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature it is 21 degrees Celsius. And almost all the months this Chennai is receiving the rainfall, especially it is receiving the maximum rainfall in the month of November. And if you are observing the Chennai's graph, it is receiving the rainfall near to 7 to 8 months, because it is receiving the rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds and northeast monsoon wind. That means it is receiving the rainfall from southwest monsoon wind, and again it is getting the rainfall from the northeast monsoon wind. That means it is receiving the retreating monsoon from the month of October to December. So due to this reason, Chennai is receiving rainfall almost or throughout the year. If you are comparing the city Chennai with other cities which is given in this graph, we can understand that Chennai, this city is receiving the maximum rainfall due to the retreating monsoon winds. That means almost all the cities in India, it is receiving the rainfall nearly 4 months, that is from June to September. But the southern part of India or the Indian states are receiving the rains from the southeast and the northeast monsoon winds. And Chennai is located in the southern part of India, so it is receiving the rainfall nearly 7 to 8 months. So that is the reason I have told you that it is receiving the rainfall, that means it is receiving the northeast monsoon winds, that means it is receiving the retreating monsoon. And if you are observing the graph of Delhi and Kolkata, we can see some of the similarities, such as these both cities, the temperature curves are increasing from the month of January to May. And same way, the height of the temperature curves are decreasing from the month of August to the month of November. We are observing all the cities or these graphs, we can understand that Delhi, in the Delhi we can see the extreme climate because its location, and the same way Chennai, it is receiving the equable climate. The location of Delhi and Kolkata is influencing, so the influence in the climate, so we can see that in these both countries like Delhi and Kolkata has the extreme climate. The same way Mumbai and Chennai, we know that these are the coastal regions, they are receiving the equable climate. So I hope all of you understood Climate of India. Read your textbook and learn well. Thank you.